Hello students, how are you all? I just hope that you all are fit and fine. I also hope that you all must be studying at home. Now students, be regular with your studies and be regular with your assignments also, okay? Now students, let's continue chapter number 2, the flower. And earlier I told you about structure of the seed, the types of seeds, dicot seeds and monocot seeds. I also told you about germination, what is the process of germination, and conditions, favorable conditions for germination. Okay, now today you are going to learn about types of germination. Okay, so there are mainly two types of germination, apigeal germination and hypogeal germination. Okay, so let's start now. Types of germination. Okay, but first of all, let us revise. What is germination? Now, germination is a process by which the embryo in the seed becomes active, and when it becomes active, when it gets the favorable conditions. Favorable conditions like water, air, sunlight or temperature. Okay. So, the process by which this embryo in the seed becomes active and it grows into a plant, okay, is called germination. Now there are mainly two types of germination. What are they? Apigeal and hypogeal germination. So there are two types of germination: apigeal germination, hypogeal germination. Okay. Now apigeal means above the soil and hypogeal means below the soil. Okay. So first let me tell you about the apigeal germination. Okay, now here you can see I have drawn the diagram. Now this is the apigeal germination in bean seed. Okay, so apigeal germination is the germination in which the cotyledons, they are pushed above the soil. Okay, cotyledons, you know, they are the structure that stores the food for the baby plant. So the germination in which the cotyledons, they are pushed above the soil is known as apigeal germination. Okay, now here is the diagram, and let me explain you with this diagram. Okay, let me explain this germination with the diagram. So here is the seed. Okay, now here is the seed, and when the seed gets favorable conditions, then it starts germinating, then it starts growing. Okay, so the seed gets soil, water from the soil, then it gets air and proper temperature, favorable temperature or suitable temperature, then it starts growing. Okay, germinating. So the, you know, this is the radicle. First what comes out? Radicle comes out. Okay, this is the radicle. Then the radicle, it grows and it moves downwards. Okay, it moves downwards to form the root system. Okay, so radicle, it develops into roots and plumule develops into shoot. Okay, so the first radicle comes out and it grows downwards and form the root system, as you can see here. And this is seed coat. What is the seed coat? Okay, so now the plumule, you know, plumule develops into the shoot system. So plumule also, after radicle, plumule also grows, elongates, and it pushes itself above the soil along with the cotyledon. Okay, this hole is the cotyledon and this is plumule. And when it grows, then it pushes the cotyledon above the soil. Okay, this is cotyledon, and then when the cotyledon is pushed above, then what happens? The plumule, it grows, it develops two green leaves, and then the cotyledons, it gives food for the growth of the plant, and then later on it also falls off. Okay, so this is how the plant, it grows upward. Got it? And this is how apigeal germination it takes place in the bean seed. Okay, how germination takes place in bean seed? Let us revise this. First one is that under favorable conditions, okay, bean seed absorbs water from the surroundings and swells up. Okay, so bean seed, this is a seed, when it gets water from the surroundings, okay, and when it gets proper favorable conditions, then it starts growing. What happens? It swells up. Okay, when it absorbs water, then it swells up. Swells up means it increases in size. The seed coat bursts. Okay, seed coat bursts, and then what comes out first? Radicle. It comes out first. The seed coat ruptures and the embryo emerges out. Okay, the radicle grows downward and forms the root. Okay, here it grows downwards and forms the root, and the plumule elongates and the seed comes out of soil. And here you can see the plumule also, it elongates and it straightens upward, and then along with the cotyledon, you can see here, and it pushes the cotyledon above the soil, and the plumule elongates and the seed comes out of the soil. Then the plumule forms. The plumule forms two green leaves. You can see here it forms two green leaves. Okay, and then the cotyledons, it provides food for the plant, and it helps in the growth, and then later on it also fall off. Okay, so this is how germination it takes place in bean seed. Now students, the next type of germination is hypogeal germination. Okay, and in this type of germination, the cotyledons, they remain below the soil, and this type of germination is seen in many seeds, like in maize, which is a monocot seed, and in gram and pea, which are dicot seeds. Okay, so let us see how hypogeal germination it takes place in maize seed. Okay, so I have drawn here this the germination, how seeds they germinate or in hypogeal germination, and I have taken here the seed of maize. Okay, I have shown here maize seed, and let us see the hypogeal germination in maize seed. Okay, so here first of all, seed, it always germinate whenever it gets the favorable conditions. Okay, so when the seed gets favorable conditions, then only it starts growing, germinating. Okay, so this is a maize seed, and when it absorbs water, then what happens? When a seed absorbs water, it swells up, it increases its size. Okay, so here the first thing is that the seed absorbs water and swells up. Okay, now secondly, the radicle comes out of the seed and forms the primary root. Now you can see here that this portion, the lower one is radicle and the upper one is plumule. The radicle, it grows downwards and forms the root system, and plumule, it grows upwards and it grows straight upwards above the soil and forms leaves. Okay, now here since we are taking example of maize, which is a monocot, and in monocot food is stored in the endosperm. Okay, it is not stored in the cotyledon. In dicot seed, food is stored in the cotyledons. Okay, so here the plumule comes out forming the leaves, just now I told you, and then the fourth one is the food stored in the endosperm is used for growth. So here the food which is stored in the endosperm, it is used for the growth of the plant. Okay, then the fifth one is the cotyledon remains below the ground, and here in the cotyledon, it doesn't come above the soil along with the plumule, it remains behind and it remains below the soil, and only plumule, it comes out of the soil forming leaves. Okay, so this is how hypogeal germination it takes place in the maize seed, okay, which is a monocot seed. Now students, listen very carefully. All I've got 2 practical files, right? So one is for writing question answers. That is, first practical file is your notebook and the second one is your activity file. Okay, so in activity file you will be doing all the experiments. Okay, whatever experiments I give you, whatever activity I give you, that you'll be doing in your activity file. Okay, so here is a activity. So you have to write here, first of all you'll be writing date and you'll be writing chapter number, then you'll be writing activity 1. Okay, so here's the activity. You have to, first of all you have to write here aim. So the aim is to study the structure of the seed. Okay, and then you have to write materials required, and then you will be writing bean seeds, then dish and muslin cloth. Then you will be writing procedure, and then you have to write, first is to soak some bean seeds and wheat seeds in water for overnight in a dish. Okay, then second, next morning drain out all the water from the dish. Now place the soaked seeds in clean muslin cloth and tie a knot. Also sprinkle water on the cloth to keep it wet. Then third is to open the knot after a day and observe the seeds. Remove the outer green coat of the seed. Gently open the seed. Okay, so here you have to study the structure of the seed. Okay, and for that you have to soak some gram seeds or you can soak some bean seeds. Okay, both the seeds are, so both are dicot seeds. Okay, so here you have to soak some bean or either you can take gram seeds also, both are dicot seeds, overnight in a dish. Okay, so next morning drain out the water from the dish. You have to drain out the water and then you have to place the soaked seeds in clean muslin cloth. Okay, and then you have to tie a knot. Then to keep the muslin cloth wet, you have to sprinkle some water in it. Okay, then third is open the knot after a day and observe the seeds. So after a day, what you will observe? You will observe the cotyledons. Okay, for that you have to, you have to remove the outer green coat of the seed, and then what you will see, when you will open the seed, then you will see the cotyledons. Okay, now observation is that you will observe that when the muslin cloth was opened after a day, the seeds became sprouted and soft. Okay, so you will observe sprouts over the seeds, and then the green colored coat was the seed coat, and then you will see that the outer covering of the seed is the green color. Okay, it is green colored coat, and then on removing the seed coat you will see 2 fleshy cotyledons inside it. Okay, when the cotyledons were split open, it showed a baby plant. And then when you will open the cotyledons, when you will open the seed, you will split open the cotyledons, then what you will observe? You will observe a baby plant with plumule and the radicle also. Okay, so the interference is that bean is a dicot plant with 2 cotyledons, and these cotyledons provide food for the embryo. Embryo, it is the baby plant. Radicle and plumule are 2 important parts of an embryo and which give rise to root and shoot of the new plant respectively. Okay, so all this you will be writing in your activity 5. Okay, and you have to draw a neat and well labeled diagram of structure of the seed on left hand side of the practical file. So this is your activity 1. Got it?